Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. So, this is going to be CPM's virtual choir, and we're going to be singing A New World from Songs for a New World. It's one of my favorites, and I love the message. And it's also a song that I don't think we'll probably ever do at CPM, so I also wanted to choose it for that reason. It's Sunday when I'm recording this right now at 6:30, and we have almost 50 people involved, so that's really great, and all different ages. So we have the youngins all the way up to CPM alums. I tried to reach out to everybody. I went through all my old email lists and everything, but if I did miss somebody that you know of and you think, oh, they'd like to do this, please send my emails to them, let them know. I really didn't mean to exclude anybody from this. So the reason I want to do this is because we have a lot of free time on our hands right now, right? And that's not always a good thing. So for me, I wanted something to focus my energy on. And I felt like what I've heard from some of you, you guys could use that same thing. So let's band together and create a really cool piece of music, even though we're not in the same room. So I've actually taught music theory online for 8 years, longer than I've been at CPM. And so I'm very used to all of this. I kind of feel like I was on the bandwagon of online learning before the fad happened a week ago. So I do this all the time with my students online. Now, usually we only do 2 or 3 people, so this is on a much grander scale, so that'll be fun and interesting to play with. But I've tried to set up everything kind of like a class. So there's a checklist that you can download so to make sure that you don't miss anything. You have your instrumental tracks. You have the music, the score, which you will want to print or you can just look off your screen. And then you'll have 2 rehearsal videos. I'm basically dividing it into 2. So the first rehearsal video, which is what you're watching right now, is going to teach sections A through D. And then the second rehearsal video is going to teach sections E through G. Just an easier way to break it up. If I throw everything at you at once, it seems a little bit complicated. So if you listen to these videos, I basically am guiding you through the entire process. You'll press pause, do what you need to do, and then replay, but I will tell you exactly what you need to do. So, sections A through D, which is this video, is all going to be solos. So it's all going to be unison, learn the song, and then I'm going to layer you guys in. So I might have one person sing a line, maybe I'll put 3 people together, maybe I'll put, a small group. Kind of depends on what you guys give me and what I think is going to work together and who's going to blend together. The next video for rehearsal 2 is going to focus more on harmonies. So that's going to be the really big group stuff. So the first video you should get through fairly quickly, especially if you already know the song. And then the next video, you'll have to spend some time learning those harmonies. All right, did I say everything I wanted to say? Oh, so I am giving due dates for this because, I got to have a cutoff so that I can actually edit all of this. So the first section, this video, is going to be due on Wednesday, and then the second section will be due on Friday, both at midnight, so it's fine just to do it at the end of the day. You can wait. I think that's it. So before you actually get started, I do want you to pause this video, and I want you to go onto YouTube and first just listen to the song in its entirety. Follow along with the music. You can listen to an audio version, you can watch a stage production, whatever. Just get used to it, get the feeling of the song, and then once you've done that, you can resume this video and we'll get right started. Okay, section A is going to be comprised of solos. So I'm gonna have everybody learn it, have everyone sing it to me and send it to me, and then I'm gonna kind of pick apart the ones I like. So feel free to have fun with this and be creative. I'll try and feature as many people as I can, so this is kind of like auditions, maybe think of it that way. So the very first section is very free-flowing, and it goes, a new world calls across the ocean. A new world calls across the sky. A new world whispers in the shadows. Time to fly. Time to fly. And then you hold that forever. 24 beats, preferably, if we're counting. And of course we're going to count. What a silly thing for me to say. So make sure you take a really good deep breath right before that last time to fly, because you do want to hold it out for 24 beats. I would recommend, if you can belt it, go for it. Straight tone for a little bit, and then put it into the vibrato at the tail end. And I know I have some families involved in this where you guys are quarantined together in the same house. So feel free to go a little bit further if you want to play. Add some harmonies here and there. You can videotape each other together. You can sing in unison together. So experiment with that also. I thought in this piece a really nice harmony would sound good at measure 13. So if I have anyone wanting to add like a little higher part to that and play around with it, cool. So keeping all of that stuff in mind, let's go back and sing it from the top. 1, 2, and a new world calls across the ocean. A new world calls across the sky. A new world whispers in the shadows. Time to fly. Time to fly. And you hold it out till as long as you can. Okay. So now we're in this fast section. This again, we're going to keep on singing. So let's learn this part. It goes, it's about one moment. The moment before it all becomes clear. And in that one moment, you start to believe there's nothing to fear. It's about 1 second. And just when you're on the verge of success, the sky starts to change. And the wind starts to blow. And that is the end of section A. Great, so let's do that section again. So men, if you're singing it, you're down here. 1, 2, and it's about one moment. The moment before it all becomes clear. And in that one moment, you start to believe there's nothing to fear. It's about 1 second. And just when you're on the verge of success, the sky starts to change. And the wind starts to blow. Now let's put it all together. So connecting those two different sections, you're going to have a little musical interlude, which is going to consist of 4 patterns, 4 8-bar patterns. So one pattern sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what a pattern is. So you're going to hear 4 of those. During that time, I want you to get creative. I don't really know what's going to happen during that music. Maybe you stay in character. Maybe you make a sign, if I have any creative artsy people out there, and you make a sign with a positive message that you can just kind of show everybody. Maybe you do a crazy dance. Maybe you make funny faces. I don't know. But do something during that musical interlude that makes sense to you. So let's try that just with the piano once and me playing your notes so you can get it in your head. And I'm going to give you the intro as well. So you'll hear. A new world calls across the A new world calls across the sky. A new world whispers in the shadows. Time to fly. Time to fly. You have 4 of these. 1, 2. It's about one moment. The moment before it all becomes clear. And in that one moment, you start to believe there's nothing to fear. It's about 1 second. And just when you're on the verge of success, the sky starts to change. And the wind starts to blow. All right, now it's time to practice section A. So if you feel like you need some more time with the notes, just simply press rewind and backtrack to the last run that we just did and play that as many times as you need to get the melody in your head. And then when you're ready for the next step, you're going to download the section A instrumental track and you're going to practice along with that. Also remember to think about the intention of this piece. We don't want to just record ourselves with blank faces. We want to emote because it's harder to reach an audience digitally than it is if you're in the actual room with them. So I really need to see expression on the face, feeling, and acting. So while you're practicing, keep all of that in mind too. Maybe do it in front of a mirror. Okay, so pause the tape here until you are finished practicing, and when you feel comfortable with wanting to move on and send the recording or make the recording, then resume this video. You can record yourself on any device. You can use your cell phone, you can use your computer, a tablet. There's a great program that I use called Audacity. I'm going to write it right there for you. And that's a cool recording program if you want to download that for free. But the main thing is that you want to have headphones. So what you want to do is you've already downloaded the instrumental track. So you want to use your headphones. I like to just put one ear on and leave the other one out so that I can still hear myself. And you're gonna record this way. And the reason for that is I don't want to hear the backing track. I just want to grab your voice so that I can use just your voice to pull it, if that makes sense. So you will hear the music, the instrumental music in your headphones, but you're going to be singing a cappella to anyone else who would come around and hear you. Do as many trial runs as you need. Make sure you can get as clear a sound as you can. I don't care where you are, what you're wearing. Dress nice, dress in PJs, hang out with the dog. I don't know. Again, I give you some creative freedom. So wherever this song is taking you, let that lead to your decisions that you make. Let's pause this video and go ahead and record a video of yourself. I forgot to mention that. Make sure it's a video instead of an audio so that I can see your pretty faces. And once you're finished with that, email it to me. I'll take the other ones in chunks, but let's just get this first one in as soon as you can, just so that I can troubleshoot if there's any sound issues. Okay, so again, record, email, and then you can move on to the next section. Section B is going to be for males only. So if you are a female, skip ahead to section C. Males, this solo is going to start at and O, right where we left off from section A. Your intro for this is we're actually going to start on the word blow at, what does that say? Measure 36. So you're going to hear and O, and it goes like this. You come in on beat 4. 1, 2, 3. And oh, you're suddenly a stranger. There's no explaining where you stand. and the road will end in a new world. Sorry. Ooh. And you want to hold that one out for 8 beats right there, that last world, because we're going to, of course, I picked a song that overlaps a lot. Each section is going to start to move a little bit faster now that you're getting the feel for how this works and what you need to do. So guys, go ahead and backtrack on the video and play through that as many times as you need to learn the melody. When you feel comfortable with that, download the section B instrumental track, sing it with that, and then when you feel ready to go ahead and record. And don't email just yet. We're going to email section B and section D together. Okay, girls, here is section C. So males, now that you're done section B, this is for females only, so you guys go ahead and skip to the next section, D. But in the meantime, females, we are going to learn starting at measure 54. This is the woman 1 line, and it goes like this. You come in on 1, 2, 3, 4. A new world calls for me to follow. A new world waits for my reply. A new world holds me to a promise. Standing by, standing by. This is a very belty section, so really have fun and rock out. We're starting to feel a little bit more uplifted. So like I told the guys, we're going to start to move a little bit faster through this process now that you're starting to feel more comfortable with how it's going and how it all works. So girls, backtrack on this video as many times as you need to learn the melody for this section C. When you're finished with that and you feel comfortable with that, download section C instrumental track and practice with just the instrument. And then when you are ready, go ahead and record, but do not email it yet. Record yourself and then move on to section D. Okay, section D is for everybody, and it's going to start at the woman 2 solo, which is pick up to measure 70. Again, male or female. And it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. It's about one moment. That moment you think you know where you stand. But in that one moment, the things that you're sure of slip from your hand. And you've got 1 second to try to be clear, to try to stand tall. But nothing's the same. And the wind starts to blow. And oh, you're suddenly a stranger in some completely different land. And you thought you knew, but you didn't have a clue that the surface sometimes cracks to reveal the tracks to a new world. Go ahead and backtrack and play through that melody as many times as you need to learn it. When you're done, download section D instrumental and practice with the accompaniment track, and then record. And then this is going to end our first rehearsal. I'm going to split it into 2 different videos. And so this first video is really all like unison. It's going to be mostly solos. I'll grab a couple of duets, little groups here and there. It's nothing with big harmonies and sound. That's going to be in the next video, and that's going to be a lot harder. So let's focus on sections A through D first. I would like these to be in no later than midnight on Wednesday. And you can send me sections, the last 2 sections together in an email. And I think that's it. Okay. hopefully this all makes sense. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And I look forward to hearing you guys. Thanks.